reading, I think. And then when I went to do part 2, it just weren't happening. So I just went with what the energy was. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss this week, even though it's half term. So, but I've found a quiet moment. So this is for you to take a quiet moment, if you like a quiet moment, or maybe commune with the highest aspect of you, whatever you choose to allow these containers to be. And they are meant to be containers for you to reset and realign. One of the things I put, now let me get the wording right, that I wrote in the report, what was it? I just was looking through, because from the 4th to the 7th, we've just had, this is definitely about you doing the work, delving into the soul path. It's all about you spiritually growing up and evolving and taking responsibility for our stewarding of our emotions, standing in our own power and understanding who we truly are and knowing ourselves. Are you feeling that way? We've just had that. We're still in that. With that in mind, I had a little thing that I wanted to sort of do a little visualization with you to kind of feel being aligned within that power. So just make yourself comfortable, nice, seated or laying down if you feel like you need to connect more to the earth. When we're laying horizontally, especially if we're laying on the ground, even more so, more powerful, you connect with Gaia. When we're sitting upright or we're sitting cross-legged, we're connecting with earth and galactic. So it's the two different, depending on what you're wanting, that helps. So, and if you can't sit cross-legged, that's fine. Just allow yourself to sit comfortably, feeling into the breath. Oh, my brain just went, acknowledging also with those of you, apologies if you were watching 4/4 on YouTube. There is a recording, because I was also live simultaneously over on Instagram. So if you go, you want to watch that, because there's no sound to that video. I had the wrong mic plugged in. That's me. User error. Because it's a while since I've been live on the computer. I normally just go live on the phone. So just if anyone wants to watch that, it was quite a powerful visualization we did on 4/4. It's on my YouTube channel, and the links are on this channel on YouTube. You can find, it's got all of them, but it's just Tracer Jande on Instagram. So anyway, so keep breathing. Once that's coming out the way, feeling that someone was asking, because they were about to tell me, we couldn't hear you last time. Okay, apologies. It is there, it's still recorded. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Just feeling the gentle rhythm of your breath. Tuning to our breath is such a powerful practice. In Qigong, we have what I call the Qigong breath, or I refer to it as easy breath. And basically what I mean by easy breath, if I ever say this in class, they know it's just in through the nose and out through the nose. I know lots of people will go that and let it go. You can do that a couple of times if you feel you need to. And the is the heart sound, and but then go back to just in through the nose and exhaling through the nose rather than mouth. You can put tape over the mouth if it helps. Think of the mouth as through for eating, nose is for breathing. And there's this saying that if you breathe through your nose, you live longer. If you breathe using the mouth, you tend to live less, because it's a reference to, we tend to take more oxygen in through the mouth when we're needing that fight or flight or needing to run. So when we're breathing just through the nose, we're signaling to the body, sympathetic nervous system, that all is well, we are calm. So that's what we're just doing here, just getting you to feel safe in your space, wherever you are, to bring you into the moment, to bring your awareness to your breath. And just sitting with that for a moment. And then the next layer of that is you come into the totality of the senses. First, we become aware of that rhythmic, just easy breath, and then aware of the observation that we're the one observing the breath, and then bringing in the senses, taking it another layer down, feeling the body, because you start to become aware of, oh, my posture's not quite right there, I need to sit like this, or itch that little, scratch that. Just allow those thoughts, the body speaking to you. Don't fight with that. Lots of people think, oh, I can't clear my mind because all those thoughts come up. That's good. That means you're meditating. Allow that. Allow, and remember, you are the one observing that. Observing those things going on in the body, observing those thoughts as they come up. You are not your thoughts. Those thought forms, you're the antenna for them. And we can change that radio signal and reframe, re-choose, re-signal, redirect, reconnect to the fullness and the awareness of the fullness that is you, that is me, that is all of us. Simply by starting with that. So feeling what you can taste, the sounds around you, the subtleties of loud noises, what you can hear. Maybe it's the sound of my breath, the sound of your breathing, sound of movement going on around you, the washing machine in the background, whatever it is. And at the same time, feeling that breath, feeling the lift and the rise and the fall, being present. And just breathing in and breathing out. And we've just spent 5 minutes just being present, being in the moment. And this is the biggest tool that you have to stewarding your emotions. First, understanding you are not your emotions. When you're observing that sadness, observing that grief, you are the observer of it. Yes, you are feeling it, but you aren't the grief. You aren't your sadness. You're not your anger. I'd say you're not even the positive emotions either, but some of them, it's more relation to the frequency of them. When we are in alignment with the frequency of love, for example, of compassion, our bodies are in a different state of being, so we are able to then see that we are not anger, sadness, grief, depression. In fact, when you are in gratitude, you literally cannot be depressed or anxious. They are two different brain waves. They're two different frequencies, so different that you can't be in one state and the other be present. Isn't that good? If you're someone like me from my past, I suffered with depression, knowing and anxiety. The more I practice gratitude and appreciation in those moments that it was hard to do so, the more I snapped out of it, if you like. Some people might have said, oh, just snap out of it. But actually, the more I actually did when I was in that state of appreciation, because it's a frequency difference. It's a different state of being. It's a different identity. It doesn't mean that there wasn't valid reasons, but it's that stepping away and knowing yourself and who you are, and then opening up to the fullness of who you are. That's what I'm wanting you to kind of, the penny to drop here, what I'm getting at, where I'm leading you in a way into a thought path of who am I? I am that I am. Breathe that into your being. Who am I? I am that I am. And while I allow myself to become in the fullness of who I am beyond ego, I ask you to sit with that, to sit with who you are and the emotions, the thoughts, observing them and knowing that you are not them, allowing yourself to feel you are safe in this space. All is well. We're calling in the highest part of ourself for the good of all of humanity, calling in Black Cat Guardian Order, that of the sacred space, and holding sacred space. Nioktorok niaktiarum. Niaktorok niaraktuminiana. Iashuru maetea. Iakuru maetaita. Ihayo maete. Iayo kataya nayatetekiaya. Iayunu kumaya takatea. Ekatea uumai yatateknu. Ni atuku iktum aina. Ayete eata. Ea nea tuku. O kuku aadeke. Ekia oluku mahata. Calling in those higher aspects of who you are, the greater part of you, but grounded and anchored in the now. Observing who you are in this moment and feeling present with the beingness of that presence, for whatever you choose to call it. We tend to put things into boxes of it must be this, or this, or that, this or that. Let go of this or that. Just observe and be. Ioko oma katea, o shukumekia kata, iashuru kumeana lakata. Allow the rhythm of the sounds to resonate within your being, awakening that which is the fullness of you. Iakukua katea, ukukua katea, om a da, oma, ohoma. E ana e eki ayala, esta nono manata, I shayuro kumbiatataka. Ne satatakianana, ne sakikiteana, nihia oho, en takikalakata, calling in anything that needs to be reset and brought back. I anuruk woken up. Enea tisha reset, retuned alakup. Usunanana neki alalaka. If it's just allowing the rhythm of the sound to wrap around you like a blanket of love. Iakana, in understanding that you are held in this moment. Ia no noro, just go beyond ego and all mind of what this means, what's that, what, just be. Ayuturu matia te ashita ikayu mana. Know in your being that you are safe. Know that your emotions are just a tool for you to understand. Through the emotion, the heart. And our thought waves, we power what we see, what we be. Ayatukumai. Anai tatakaнаторoma. Ehe ayuro mata. Yiraneata. Yirenandaya norokuma. Ela noruku ika. Ika noruku utuku. Elakai. Elakaki uoma. Tiho no raya sama. Ikayuruk. Ea satatakia. Ka ra ia sanatana. O kumananaka. Karaya satana. E hayurukuma. Nira tikanaya karara satanam. E hambitukum. Eikt aietok ik ayata. Ita kuruk dik. Irak kuruk matik ashk urk it. Nikno. O mataka. O makataka. Ekaya hate. We are loyataya. Ionia. Iohua. Iatea. Are there any images? Are there any patterns you see, any colours? Is your own soul whispering, calling you forth from the depths of your being? For you to stand in fullness of you. For I am a mirror of the universe. A mirror of the earth from within. The molecule and the magic. Ignited with the soul. Feel your true encoding from within. For I am just a finger pinging at you, prodding you, poking you. Social media. Yes. Reminding you of the presence of the divinity that is you. Fractals of through time, of time, grounded in this present moment, anchored through light and sound and love. From the depths of the whole of humanity. All of one. And singular. Councils of time, just a concept. We are more, you are more, I am more. Knowing thyself through the depths of time and space. Feel the rhythm and the music of your soul. Move to the Maya, the energy within the vision. So they're handing. I feel like my soul. And back to me. So back to me. Feel the joy in your heart. And let's dance and move the body for this. I was like, really? I've got my fantasy one. Let go of the ego. I invite you to move. Okay. Ego me wants to go, ignore what I'm wearing, because I wasn't aware that I was going to be told to do this. So, okay, very important. Though. So, just feel a presence of the being, just swaying from side to side with any resistance, because I've got a little bit of resistance going on. My kids bought me this suit. Sounded like a black cat. I thought it was hilarious. Look. So, just moving from side to side and rotating, and just allow the sounds to move through the fields of the body. don't know if you can see me actually. They want you to see the whole of my body, so I'm going to go into the garden. I'm going to hand myself over, although I never truly hand myself over. I'm always present. Aiutoro. Okay. Feel where you can see me and the sounds are okay. So just moving. Now you don't have to move, but if you're just sort of allowing that sensation, whatever like I said in the beginning, just feeling, tuning into, but I'm being told to move. Allowing frequency to come in and the energy, feeling the fields around me to demonstrate how it can allow a clearer connection. Ela yukumbaya tayete alom hakiala etandum kitaya yandum baikia. So feel as though the sound is washing over you, the sound, the energy, the patterns, the light, however you're seeing it in your own mind's eye. It might be coming through differently for each and every one of you. We are individuals. Think of a cave, how the echoes hit on the different surfaces. It's the same with our souls in the depth of who we truly are. And each of us are a unique part in the same and the wholeness of all that is. Ground that in the now moment through your body. Not who I am, not what I'm saying, but who you are and what you're connecting to in this now moment. Feel the ground wherever you are. You can visualize roots going down, feeling that connection to Gaia, and if you're laying down, you'll feel that really strongly. For the highest good of your soul, to see and be at one with your being. Feel safe in the fullness of who you are. I stand in the presence of my ancestors, of my being and the fullness of who I am. Not carrying how I look in this silly suit, but actually feeling a bit like, letting go of that, surrendering to the fullness of who I am and demonstrating how you can do this regardless of what's happening around you. Feel presence and at oneness with who you be in this moment. And as you radiate that out to everyone around you as a light point. There's like huge bubbles that are present now on the earth that's very, very high frequency that's coming down. And as it's hitting the ground, we have access to it. It's like I don't even know how to describe it. So there's this huge balloon around me that I can feel coming in, and I feel lifted by it, but at the same time more like a kite. Like flowing down the strings of the kite is what's connecting through the threads of my being. Because it's so high frequency that it can't be present within the body without this synchronicity, this movement, this magic, this aligning of the soul in the fullness, in its perfect access. So as you align with the fullness of your being, you'll have greater access to that's there. It's there for all of us. Not just for me, not just for you, but for everybody. It comes through in a different feeling, synchronicity, just lifting sensation through the density of our body. Now I'm seeing, and I've been sharing this for lots of time, but they're showing me again, so it's so important for people to know. So the little crystals in your brain, the tiny little crystals, the silica, whatever, that's part of the brain chemistry, and it is a chemical biological function. So the people out there will know this. As this radiation from the light, as these solar bubbles, which are in the atmosphere, hit that of our body and the crystals in our brain, they act like these, like you see this crystal when the light hits it and all the rainbows kind of go over. That's what we've referred to as the rainbow bridge. It's an understanding, it's a consciousness, it's a higher state of being, and it's a blending and emerging of the new human as we will be between now and 60 to 600 years. But it's this merging of the hippocampus of the brain, so the right and left brain hemispheres, on the physical level. That's actually what's happening in an ascension process. But how we're feeling it and how we're allowing the body to in readiness for that is by aligning to the music of our souls. Now, as I said, each of that's different. So feeling into that. How I do this, through rhythm, through sound, how it mirrors to you, for you to do the same. So you might be inspired to sing along with me, to allow the sound to flow through you, to paint, to draw. You might have loads of beautiful images flowing to you. You might be feeling like you need to cry because you need to release that emotion that's been trapped in the body. You may want to shake it out if you're feeling that tension through the nervous system. Just allow whatever needs to be to happen and know that you're safe in this moment. Calling in the soul, your soul being, and just feeling in this moment and letting go of ego, letting go of what people think. That's me going in the back of my head going, I don't care, this is a little weird. You may be feeling the same. Breathe in and bring our hands together, and just from the chin up and over, and feel any excess energy. We take it round the back, down the side of the body, and then shake it off. And again. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me. That was a bit weird for me as well. Let's just come back in here and just breathe. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And I just want you to be still for a moment and just tap into your emotions, your thoughts, your body. The sense of smell. Frequency can come through many ways. Colour has a frequency, smell has a frequency. It can affect your auric fields on multiple levels. So just allowing, breathing, feeling, knowing all is well in this now moment. And how was that for you? Love and blessings in the now moment, and thank you for joining me. Let's see if I can read what this is. Random girl 60. I find it hard to, I find it easier, to focus when my eyes are closed. It's just so much easier to connect to me and to focus, because I'm not thinking about me as a person, me, Tracer, and how I look and all of that. Just, I switch off from that and just totally connect to the internal aspect, the greater part of me. Don't know what that's, no, that doesn't make sense, that word. Is that a word? No. yeah, so I think that's it. There are only 2 questions. I can see if there's any other questions. How are you feeling after that? I think the first time I saw someone channeling, I always thought it was weird, and I thought it was very different. For me, when it first started happening, it was weird. So there's lots of videos where I talk about this and how I know it comes across as being very strange for some people that aren't used to it. So, but that's when you think of it as like you're translating a language. It's not a language, it's a frequency. It's the soul. And it's meant to act like a mirror for each of us. Anyway, love and blessings in your day. Let me know how that was for you. It was a bit weird for me because I was like, as I say, I was wearing my kids' what they bought me for Mother's Day, or wasn't it? Because I was sitting here thinking, oh, let's do our meditation. But I follow guidance without reservation. So blessings for your day ahead, and I will look forward to seeing the members over in our this week. No, we're next week, aren't we? I think we've got another week. Yeah, what have we got this planned for this week? Oh, I've released last month's, for those that aren't in my members, so you can see last month's energy card reading. Just gonna check if there's any little bits to tell you. I think we've got the shadow, Mercury retro ended today. And the shadow is for the next 2 weeks. So that's misinterpretations, being misunderstood, communication, frequency, whatever, as possibility. Around the 12th, we've got our support tree meeting for those that want to join in the Zoom. But love and blessings, and thank you for your time.